Ariana Grande, there was Paula DeAnda, whose sugary sweet vocals briefly voiced the soundtrack of our tween lives. Paula showed tremendous promise early on, impressing industry titan Clive Davis, who after hearing her sing, signed her on the spot. Paula quickly proved his decision right through the success of singles like Doing Too Much and the anthemic Walk Away, which both went gold. And Easy. Following her debut album cycle, Paula continued to push forward with her career, but her subsequent efforts failed to achieve this same success. In this video, we discuss what happened to Paula DeAnda. Paula DeAnda was born on November 3, 1989 in San Angelo, Texas. She and her three siblings are third-generation Mexican Americans. Her mother, Barbara, worked as a registered nurse, and her father, Stephen, worked in the restaurant field and higher education. When Paula was 6 years old, she took piano lessons, but discovered that she liked to sing more than play. She soon began singing gospel, contemporary, and country music anywhere she could. Paula was in the church choir. She also sang opera, which taught her how to read music. According to Paula, by the age of 10, she was already recording cover songs and original demos. In 2002, Paula's family relocated to Corpus Christi, Texas, a music hub where she attended Mary Carroll High School. While there, Paula was recruited to be a part of a girl group produced by Cruz Martinez. Paula considers this her artist development phase because they would sing 24/7. Through working with Cruz, she got the chance to record background vocals for his then girlfriend at her idol Selena's family studio, Q Productions. At a showcase for a local radio station, Paula met Ed O'Connor, the station's program director, who would become her manager. Ed secured Paula a spot as an opener for the 2005 Corpus Christi Bay Fest. Ed got her first single, What Would It Take, played at his station, and 10 other stations followed suit. He also connected Paula with Happy Perez, who produced her second single, Doing Too Much, which received airplay throughout the Southwest. In March 2006, Paula was invited to audition for Arista Records, amongst other labels. She first auditioned for Steve Farrah, the label's senior vice president of A&R. Steve brought her back that same afternoon to audition for Clive Davis. Paula impressed Clive so much that he signed her on the spot. Now, one would think having an opportunity as big as this, Paula would have been nervous, but she wasn't.
She really didn't know who Clive Davis was.
You know, I'm just like anybody else, but he just does bigger and better things, you know.
Following her signing to Arista, Paula's career moved at warp speed. Doing Too Much was re-released by the label that same month. Following its peak at number 41 on the Billboard Hot 100, Paula released Walk Away, co-written by Neo, whom she specifically requested to work with, and Christina Milian. Walk Away became a massive top 20 hit. In August 2006, Paula released her debut self-titled album, which featured production from heavy hitters like Danger, Timbaland, Shea Taylor, and Stargate. In my opinion, the album was good. You can hear some of Paula's influences throughout, like Mariah Carey and Christina Aguilera. In January 2007, a third single, When It Was Me, was released, but it failed to impact the Hot 100. Then, about 5 months later, Paula released her final single, Easy. Note that Lil Wayne was on the album version, but for some reason was replaced by Bow Wow. Although the single outperformed her previous record, it wasn't more successful than the first two, which both went gold. She also starred in Sweet 16, the movie. To the mainstream, it may have seemed as if Paula disappeared after her debut album cycle, but that's not the case. In 2008, Paula started working on her sophomore album due in 2009, beginning the rollout with Stunned Out, an up-tempo Mariah Carey-influenced record that sampled Nina's 99 Red Balloons.
Sunshine switching lanes, I stay steady doing my thing. They just can't get enough.
That single was then scrapped and replaced by Roll the Credits in March 2009. This was a mistake on the label's part, as it's a boring song. Though neither of these songs charted on the Hot 100, Paula continued to work on her album throughout 2009.
My second album's coming out very soon.
But it never did. The album was shelved due to Clive Davis being ousted as the CEO of Sony BMG. so she decided it was best to go. Her A&R Steve had also left to be executive vice president of Island and Mercury Records. Paula also had recorded a Spanish album that was never officially released. On the topic of being signed, Paula said recently, "There are so many people put in place that you have to pay, and it gets crazy if you don't know what anyone is talking about or where the money is going." That was one of the red flags towards the end, because a lot of people were saying that they weren't getting paid, and it fell on me to pay. However many dancers there were, my DJ, my manager that took 20%. Throughout the early 2010s, Paula would remain fairly active.
And you finally see the truth, not a hero lies in you.
Releasing covers, collaborations, and some original music, such as Bezos, Shut Up and Love Me, and Your Place. In 2013, Paula was invited to sing the national anthem at the Canelo vs. Trout boxing match. In 2014, Paula, seeking a new beginning, went on The Voice.
The way I love you.
And was able to pique the interest of judges Shakira and Blake Shelton. She chose Blake because she wanted to explore her country roots, but was shortly eliminated after having to battle Cassandra. In my opinion, this wasn't a fair match. While Paula did falter in hitting that high note, I feel like even if she didn't, she wouldn't have won because of how people judge vocal abilities. People think that the bigger or the more powerful the voice, the better the singer, instead of appreciating people for how they make the most out of their unique gifts. I also feel like Paula made the wrong choice in Blake, as Shakira could have been a more insightful coach, with them both being Latinx women in the music industry. Nonetheless, Paula's experience on The Voice wasn't in vain. Later in June, Paula released her first EP, The Voice and the Beats, with the Jumpsmokers. Paula began 2015 with a Kickstarter campaign to raise money for a new project, presumably called PDA. She exceeded her goal of $3,000, however no album nor EP materialized. Now Paula did subsequently release singles like Brand New, which has a nice melody, Breakup Tour, and Marching, so maybe the money was used to fund those. In 2018, Paula returned to the boxing ring, singing the national anthem at the second Canelo vs. Gennady Golovkin match. Paula would pick up the pace again in 2019, releasing singles like Roll It, Itty Bitty, in homage to her idol Selena, and features like I Don't Wanna Wait by Rico Ross, and a Bollywood record, Killin' My Vibe by Wasim Stark and Dub Shakes. In 2020, Paula collaborated with YBE for Me Drugga, and Hy Jackson and the Country Club for Cowboy Boots, both of which I liked. She also released a single Call It Quits, which sounds Toni Braxton inspired to me. And Freaky. The latter she released a video for on OnlyFans. In 2021, Paula has been promoting her record Freaky on outlets such as The Hype magazine, Euphoria Zine, and Contrast magazine, which she covered. In an interview with Neluda magazine, when asked about what was next for her this year, she said she was working on putting together her next album. It would be great to see her follow through with releasing an album, because through a full-length, cohesive body of work, Paula would be better able to communicate who she is than through one-off disjointed singles. My take. Ultimately, much of the responsibility and the outcome of Paula's career lies with her label, Arista. The loss of her support system there and the label's gradual dissolution is why she was never given a proper second chance to showcase her talent. While it's clear her label played a major role in the demise of her career, it's possible that even without the label issues, Paula may not have become a major success. Given that her debut album only debuted at number 54 on the Billboard 200, and her third and fourth singles failed to perform in the same way the first two did. That in itself could have been a sign that she was already on her way out, but who knows what she could have done with a second chance. Now, in terms of why she hasn't been able to recreate her earlier success, I think that there are two factors at play. First, it has to do with the quality of songs she's released since going independent. While there have been some good songs, most have been just okay. None of them have given me the same feeling as a Doing Too Much or a Walk Away. Secondly, I feel like there's an element of polarity missing. To be successful in music, you have to polarize people for better or worse. Paula had polarized polarizing moments like with the anthemic walk away, but overall she herself isn't very polarizing, which made it easy for the public to lose interest. Nevertheless, I want to see Paula win because of how perseverant she's been. I want to see her have her JoJo moment. This is what happened to Paula DeAnda. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.